Logan, can you hit Wolverine, Wolverine, is that good? Wolverine, can you hear me? Wolverine, can you hear me? Hello and welcome to another episode of the Red Cup Review. I'm Rob Banks, and today we're looking at the Mezco 112 Collective Wolverine Fall or New York Comic Con exclusive. As with all their exclusives, their boxes are a little bit smaller. You got the Mezco exclusive sign on there. This is the Tiger Stripe Wolverine, and here he is. Take a good look at him before we actually get into the detail of the articulation. How's it going there, mutton chops? Alright, bub. I'm the best there is at what I do, and what I do ain't pretty. Here's the whip around to give you a nice idea of what Wolverine looks like from all angles. It's a pretty dope figure. Mezco did a really great job with him. The colors are really nice. They pop. This bad boy's going to look great on the shelf. Let's get into the accessories. First, we'll start with the head sculpts. Alright, I don't know what this is. It's some kind of like demon mask, I guess he had in one of the comic runs, but it's got nice paint apps. And it's pretty cool looking, and I'm sure it could fit on other Mezco figures. The Gene Simmons head that has the really big upper lip, bottom nose area. I think it looks like Gene Simmons in the sculpt, but it's actually pretty cool. Top of the head has the stitching in it, and in the back, the neutral face. Not bad. It actually has the 5 o'clock shadow on it too. You can see there. Nice attention to detail in the paint apps. Unmasked Wolverine head that I was actually pretty worried about in the promo pics, but it came out excellently, I thought. Got a lot of nice detail in the hair. There's the Elvis mutton chops, done very nicely. The back of the head, a lot of nice detail there, and the hair actually comes out a little bit, as you can see there. It's pretty cool. Good paint apps in the eyes and the teeth. The eyes are not wonky, and he's got a nice snarl to him. Alright, to the hands. These are the rest of the things he comes with, which is just a bunch of hands. We got the two-fisted hands that he comes with straight out of the box right here. The closed hands, they all got a lot of nice detail on them. I want to pay attention to this hand because this is the other open hand, which is actually different than the other. He comes with two open hands, and they're both different, and they both have different effects. A lot of nice detail in the grips of the palm itself. All the hands where the claws aren't popped actually have these little like holes kind of where they would come out of, like sculpted in. They're a little hollow, which is kind of cool. And the claws are plastic. They're not metal. They look metal. They're a little bendy here, but they are stiff and they are not going to warp over time. They got a nice sculpt to them, real nice paint. They're a little pointy. And just a quick look at that. The detail on the hands is really good. The detail on this figure as far as the sculpted parts is really good, so we're going to get into that next along with the articulation. Alright, bub. Alright, Wolvie right here. Let's get a good look at this sculpt. The gritting teeth, really nice. This is probably my favorite out of the head sculpts. This one and the unmasked head are really cool. Here's a look at the other hand. Get over here, bub. Why is it that every time you do something with Wolverine, it's got to be bub this and bub that? I guess that's just the way he talks. Alright, articulation. He's got the rolling here, the in and outs and the rolling, bicep cut here, double jointed at the elbows. Double jointed, you can get the claws really close. Check that out, that's pretty cool. Claws open up. This is what's really dope, the way they design the costume. And the shoulder pads. Most of the time the shoulder pads on these figures are like this, and you go to move the arm up and the arm bumps into the shoulder pad and either knocks it off or limits the articulation. It doesn't this time. The arms do go out about that far. I really don't want to push it any more than that. But inside, if you take a peek in there, we'll remove your head, or under here actually rather, give you a better view. There's an articulating piece here. So they can go up to allow more movement up in the arms, and then you can pull them back down again and hide the joints. And when they rotate, they're actually attached to the shoulder, so they rotate back with the figure, so you don't got to worry about it, you know, popping off or ripping the costume. The costume is actually separate here, which is cool because it won't stretch or rip when you're moving it around. The head sculpt down, up, left, right, obviously. I wish it had a little bit more where you could put his head down and then he can kind of look at you. Doesn't have that. Doesn't have too much range of motion going back on this joint, but it works all right. Left and right, not too much. It's restricted by the costume and the belt. The ab crunch could have came down a little bit farther. That's about as far as you're going to get. He goes back pretty good, but he doesn't really crunch too well. Another character that has big abs but can't do crunches. You have this plasticky, pleathery thing here that works well for the shorts because you're not getting biker shorts out of him. You got a lot of nice detail in the boots. Everything that's sculpted on this figure has really good detail. The buckles on the back are really nice. And now what everyone's been waiting for. Rocker ankles. Check that out. Mezco is listening. Still not where we really need it to be, but it's a lot better than the other figures. A lot better. So you'll probably be able to get him to stand straight up. Maneuver it. You can position it, however you need to. Be careful. Okay, legs. Forward. High. The split goes almost all the way, but you do have a stitch underneath here, so be careful. So your split's about that much. You can put his legs up and get him into a really nice crouch anyway. That, Alright, now we're going to do a comparison with Wolverine and some other action figures. Okay, here are some size comparisons. Wolverine comes in at about a half a head size, half-inch shorter than Cap from Mezco, and he's shorter than Sabretooth. And Sabretooth's even crouching right now, so he's actually even bigger than Wolverine. There's your size comparison. We'll get Cap out of there. Beat it, Cap. You're not welcome. Throw Marvel Legends Cyclops in there, because you'd probably have Wolverine with your X-Men figures if you wanted to mix and match with Marvel Legends and the Mezco 112 Wolverine. It will work. And that's the review on the Mezco Wolverine. Almost a perfect figure. We're going to give him 3.5 cups out of 5. He might get 4 for some of you. He's an almost perfect figure, but I would have gotten rid of the kabuki mask because I have no idea where that's even from. And I would have given him the little, where he pulls the mask off, hanging in the back. He doesn't have that. I would have gave him another clawed hand with the middle claw not popped, because Wolverine takes the claws and he puts them under your chin and he lets you know if you're going to mess around, you're going to get the third claw. Other than that, he's a perfect figure, and you'll enjoy him. Check out those muttons on this bad boy. Okay, so
you should have came with blue suede shoes.
Yes, this figure may or may not make you cream your yellow jumpsuit. I want to give a shout out to James Hamilton from geekstronomy.com and also the Lair, laironline.net, best comic shop in the Bronx, and our sponsor. Also, music shout outs to HeistClick for the music in the intro, and you got to go click that subscribe button at the bottom. This is Rob Banks saying you should go to Instagram. Actually, we just got our Instagram account up, and it's at Official Red Cup Review on there, and on Facebook it's Official Red Cup Review as well. And the next video we're going to have some special interviews from New York Comic Con, so stay tuned for that. This is Rob Banks saying thanks for watching. Until Wolverine wins the Elvis Lookalike Award, make mine Mezco. See you next time. Bub. Logan, can you hear me? Wolverine, come to the Red Cup Review.